Do you want to say a word or two?
Oh, sure, definitely. Yeah, no, okay. Just first of all, just want to say how humbled and blessed I am to be here, and thank you for everyone that is here, and just more or less, I don't know, my whole mind's just been blown since I've been here. I've never left my community. I've been to Fredericton, but I've never been on a plane or out of my province, and just been a great experience to be here. And
The name of the First Nation?
Nottawadaneg. Yeah, I had a friend say that. It sounds like I don't want an egg. Yeah.
Matthew, are you going to read for us?
Oh, that's what I didn't know, if he meant a couple words or I don't know. I'm all discombobulated, don't mind me.
It's okay to be discombobulated, but we want to hear what you
Oh, 100%. Okay. Yeah, all right. My essay, Understanding the Indian Condition. It opens up with a quote from the excerpt that Therese Mail Odd? Okay, yeah, he said it earlier, and I was like, I've been enunciating that wrong the whole time. Anyways, my story became the hustle. These opening lines resonate deep within my inner being. This line represents a bigger theme, which has endlessly been reoccurring, it seems, in my own life. As a young Mi'kmaq hailing from Nottawadaneg First Nation, I have ancestral connections to the land of Wabanaki. Therefore, living away from my community in an urban city, I face many challenges while pursuing new opportunities. The contrast between my home community and the urban setting provides the basis for understanding my adversity, my overall journey constantly being discredited as no more than a hustle to the system. The reality is far more unique and subjective, making it difficult for most to understand. For my hustle goes far beyond cheap smokes, tax breaks, or funded post-secondary education. These beneficial things are viewed by most Canadians as an easy break for me and my Indigenous peers. This has always left me feeling ostracized in society. In the words of Micheal, I would arrive with a deficit. Even with an education or societal accepting paperwork, I am still told by my non-Indigenous peers, employers, and teachers in one passive-aggressive form or another that I had cheated or took a shortcut to get where I was. This has made me question if I was ever meant to be accepted as an equal in the eyes of my non-Indigenous populace of Canadian society. To truly explain myself, you must know who raised me. My mother, Anne Larry, is a strong Mi'kmaq woman, born and raised in her community, Nottawadaneg, by her mother, Clara Larry. My grandmother, Clara, was raised in Shubenacadie Indian residential schools. After surviving her childhood, she married young to my grandfather, and they had 14 kids, which led to my whole family's known lineage on my mother's side. If there is one quality they share, is the power of their connection to our Mi'kmaq culture. For our Mi'kmaq women are truly a form of medicine. Their resilience is unmatchable. Their resilience is evident by the unconditional love they have instilled into me and all their children. Some only cling to the term generational trauma. I, on the other hand, prefer the term generational resilience. Therefore, no matter what life threw at my mother or my Nugamij, my grandmother, they never broke. They never looked for pity or to blame others. They would always love with all their hearts and did all they could to provide for their kin with what they had. Their overall kind, selfless demeanor makes me think back to the colonial paradox, the fact that residential schools forged religion on Indigenous children with the intent to assimilate. Well, in my grandmother's case, it invoked resilience and her self-determination. She read the Bible through her own perspective. She determined she was like Mary Magdalene. The church only added fuel to the fire of my grandmother's Mi'kmaq spirit. Generationally, the traumas may change, but the teachings of resilience from my grandmother are here to guide me too. This generational trauma is a systematic breeding ground for the mental state that ails many Indigenous people since contact. The term in which Micheal used to describe the mindset is the Indian condition. My personal take on this almost unavoidable condition is Indigenous resilience in response to a shame as a result of colonial oppression. The two stand in direct opposition, yet surrounded by systematic injustices that are uncontrollable for Indigenous individuals, resulting in inner turmoil. The shame of colonial oppression suffocates resilience. Take education, for example. I am the first in my family to pursue post-secondary education. On one hand, I feel pride in my resilience to follow my dreams and keep moving forward in spaces that were not intended for Indigenous people. Alternatively, I have now left my community, friends, and family to enter a new foreign establishment. In my grandmother's and mother's experiences, school was a tool used to eliminate Mi'kmaq culture, to assimilate family into European culture. Reflecting on where I stand as a young Mi'kmaq man enrolled in post-secondary, it would seem that I am making a conscious choice to self-assimilate into Western society. This perspective is shown by Micheal Haat's mother. My mother told me school was a choice. In conclusion, I cannot truly say that I have broken this Indian condition in my own mind. Nevertheless, I have generational resilience, not generational trauma, passed down from my Mi'kmaq matriarchs. This is a legacy imprinted in myself for the future and for the future generations yet to come. One more thing I wanted to note, I should have noted it to begin with, but this is my grandmother's sweater. I wanted to wear it today.
I wish you all the best in your career in kinesiology, but I hope you don't give up writing.
Yeah,
You're a powerful...
re-spark things. This was an elective extra course I took.
Yeah.
And I wasn't even sure that I'd write the essay, and then I did, and then all this stuff happened.
Well, you have a powerful voice in both senses of the word. You have a beautiful reading voice, and you have powerful things to say.
Since I'm still up here, I wanted to give something to you from my clan ears. It's just a piece of sage and a piece of sweetgrass, but from my personal one.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.